Yeah, y'all see this? Y'all recognize this? Now, guys, okay, here we go again with the cooler nonsense. Yes, got a cooler. And yes, it's freaking Mopar, okay? We don't do Derman or coolers over here. All right, we do nothing but the best. And the best, in my opinion, I can only speak for me. All right, I never try to speak for anybody else other than myself. My opinion, this is the best cooler, okay? Now, I know some of y'all, addicted to aluminum. And that's fine. That's fine and dandy. Now, let me show you something. Because when I get this off, all that oil down there, right? That's the first thing a mechanic look for when they bring a car in, especially if it's over 100,000 miles. So technically, this cooler, I'm not going to say it did good. Jeep got over 100,000 miles, but it did well. Now, I will say this, though, because a lot of you guys thinking these coolers are failing. I'm getting off topic, but y'all thinking these coolers are failing from the standpoint of, oh, the housing is plastic and it's cracking. No, guys, I can almost guarantee you 100% this cooler is not leaking because it's cracked. This cooler is leaking because these seals on the bottom just simply collapse. All right? Yeah. If this cooler was made of aluminum and been on this car over 100,000 miles, those seals will also be collapsed. And you know what? It will appear to be leaking. All right? Are you going to dog the aluminum Derman cooler out because it's leaking? No. You're going to come up with something else as to why it's leaking. This is the primary reason for the oil coolers leaking on the 2018 and up. Okay, they start implementing the revised coolers right around 2017, especially when the Gen 3 showed up. Okay, this is a Gen 3 engine. It has an oil cooler on the end. So they started implementing these coolers then. Now, you don't know something needs to be addressed until you have a problem with something, right? So even with that being the case, as far as the coolers being revised, the seals, all right, they figured that they had a need to redo the seals as well. The seals had to be revised, and they are, right? See how thick this is? Yeah, so even the seals on the so-called aluminum coolers need to be revised, right? From time to time. So this cooler is not leaking because the housing is cracked. Stop it. Cut it out. This cooler is leaking because these seals have collapsed. But now, nobody wants to take this cooler out and put seals on them. I'm included. I don't want to do that. So if I take this off, I'm going in with a new one that will happen to have the updated seals on. All right, guys. So I finally got it off. Well, I got to find my pliers. The hose is still on it. But anyway, I can get my point across just like this. Now, I want y'all to see something. Let me say this one more time, guys. This cooler, you see all that oil down there? This cooler is not leaking because it's made of plastic. All right, poly something. I can't remember the exact terminology of how to pronounce the name, but this plastic can withstand a lot of heat. All right, so all you cooler thugs out there that keep talking about this plastic is a piece of junk, let me correct you on something. Only the 2011, 12, and 13 coolers are a piece of junk. This is a damn 2019 Jeep Wrangler. Okay, yes, this cooler has been long since been revised. Okay, so you're not leaking because it's plastic. You're not leaking because the housing is built of plastic. Here's why you're freaking leaking. You see that? See how flat that seal is? There's another one. All right, all of those seals have been compressed. They flat. All right, when that happens over time, the Jeep got 100 and some thousand miles on it. When that happens over time, yeah, you will form a leak. It doesn't matter if it's made of polyester or freaking aluminum. It's still gonna leak if these seals compress and collapse. All right, which will happen to any cooler over time. Now, get a load of this. Y'all see that? These seals are black. When you give the parts department at a dealer your VIN, they're gonna give you the cooler that this vehicle calls for. Here's the cooler I'm getting ready to go in. This is a Mopar cooler. Now, y'all see these seals? They're orange, thicker, and better. All right. Will these seals last forever? Absolutely not. Will they last a long time? Absolutely. My thing is the chatter out there. It's the bad chatter out there. Oh, they plastic, they're a piece of junk. That's why they leak. No, knuckleheads, that's not why they leak. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, if you want to look, I have no problem with you guys using what's best for you and your customer. The aluminum ones, that's fine, but please keep in mind, even those aluminum ones is going to leak over time when this happens. All right, Derman don't use no better seals than nobody else. In fact, the chatter I'm hearing out there is, get the Derman cooler, but go get the Mopar seals. What sense did that make at that point? Here's the thing. At this point, between the two top name coolers, one is Mopar and the other one is Derman. At this point, get what's cheaper, okay? Because you're not dealing with housing issues, you're dealing with seals issue. So get what's cheaper, get the top of the line seals. If you get a Mopar, it's going to come with the top of the line seals. If you get a Derman, they are suggesting, not Derman, but the general public is suggesting you get Mopar seals. So at that point, just get what's cheaper, because they both, from a housing standpoint, is going to last. All right, now I don't know the inner and outer workings of the Derman cooler, okay? The flow rate, all right? All of that stuff matters to me. You will not find these coolers rupturing internally, mixing oil with coolant. All right, yeah, you'll see that on a 2011, 12, and a 13. I've already admitted, though, all of those are junk. Those are the earlier build 3.6 Pentastar. All right, from what I'm hearing or seeing, some of those newer Derman coolers are rupturing internally, mixing oil with coolant. You're not going to get that out of this. This is why I prefer this. But for you, I prefer you use what's best for you and or your freaking customer. All right, but the chatter, oh my goodness, it's a piece of junk. It's plastic. It's going to leak again. Yeah, here's when it's going to leak again. When these seals collapse again. I mean, look how flat that is. I don't feel no... In fact, when I got ready to take the bolts off, the bolts was fairly easy. I could have did this with my hand. That's how over time compressed those seals have become. That's gonna happen on any freaking cooler, no matter what it's made out of. All right, so y'all cut it out. Stop it already. I gotta go, man. Let me get this real good. Yeah, shouldn't see this car back in here for another 200,000 miles with this cooler. Yeah, and it's made of poly. We're just going to call it polyester, all right? It's poly something, but we're going to call it polyester, all right? Yeah, can withstand. Here's y'all thing. I see this all the time. It's underneath. It's in between the two heads in the block, and it's going to crack in about 10,000 miles because it get hot under there. Let me tell you something. If you pull off a cooler and it's cracked because of the temperature, all right? Yeah, if you do that, pull off a plastic Mopar cooler and you see it's cracked. Here's what you need to do. Forget the cooler. You got bigger problems. All right. Yeah, your engine is overheating. All right, for other reasons. So get off the cooler case. At this point, this melted or damaged because the engine experiencing hardship. All right, this was just collateral damage. So don't pick this up, look at it and see it's cracked. Oh my goodness, this is a piece of junk. Unless it's 11 through 13. But if anything higher, yeah, this is collateral damage. You got bigger problems. You got to find out why your damn engine is overheating. Man, you guys, okay, I got to go. I can't dwell on this. All right, I'll finish this. Okay, I'm frustrated now. But we'll get this finished later, guys. All right, thanks for watching.